I think you tweeted a few days ago, John, that you got a call from Anderson Silva. I was just curious, what Anderson said and then what it meant to you.
Me and Anderson, we talked on the phone for a while, and I really don't want to get too much into what we spoke about, just out of my respect for him. But when it comes to the fight, basically he just told me to know what I'm capable of. He just said, basically, in a roundabout way, he just said, know what you're capable of. And he said it was almost surprising to feel the level of fear I felt from Daniel. He said to me, I'm an old man now, and Daniel had to take me down round after round because I felt fear coming off of him. This man has fear in his heart. He said, know what you're capable of. Go out there and you take this from him. In a roundabout way, that's what he said.
And just getting the call from him, did that mean a lot to you?
Well, absolutely. And Anderson Silva is my idol. He's been the guy that I've respected the most since I was 19 years old and I got into the sport. And to hear him have that level of faith in me and to pretty much tell me that, it's already done. Now I just got to go out there and do what I'm capable of. It felt great. It felt great coming from him.
Thanks, John.
I tell you what, one thing about me and Anderson, man, is that my takedown defense is solid, dude. There's no taking me down if things don't go your way. And there's definitely no laying on me and half control and half guard the whole time, the way that happened. But anyways.
Thanks, John. DC, can you respond to I guess what John is saying Anderson said in that phone call?
Okay. Yeah, it's good that they're friends. I mean, it's good that they're friends. It's good that Anderson called him with advice. But, that would almost be like me having Glover Teixeira calling me to tell me how to beat Jon Jones. He lost. It's much easier to give advice to someone about someone you lost to. You don't want to see me win. I beat him. He doesn't want to see me win. So go get John to do the job that he couldn't do. So it doesn't bother me. I could really care less if everybody calls him and tells him how he should beat me or what they felt when they were in the octagon with me. If a guy's going to just fall down in the middle of the octagon and let me get on top of him, I will gladly take that.
Fair enough. And just last thing for me, the promos for this fight have gotten a lot of critical acclaim. I was just curious about how you guys felt about them. John and DC, starting with you, John. Were you okay with how the promos came out and how they portrayed you and that whole thing?
The first time I watched it, I was uncomfortable with it because it showed me talking in 2011 and saying how I would never want to do something that would harm the image of the sport, and that was genuine, man. I never intended on having an image of being the bad guy. I really didn't. And somewhere along the way, I got lost, man, and I got caught up in my own shit, man. I started having fun and partying and still winning, and I just took it all for granted. Genuinely, I really wanted to be an inspiration to other people and to inspire people and just to be a role model. That was my original thought, and somewhere along the line, I just stopped caring. And I started, living for myself, and the promo was honest. The timeline the proof is in the timeline. It was all right there, and I curated that. But the beautiful thing about the promo I felt was my life and my mistakes are just so out there. I don't need DC to try to convince everyone that I'm this terrible human being. People can judge me for how they want to see me. It's already out there. It's all out there in the public. And that's a freeing feeling to be looked at as a piece of shit by so many people. And to be able to just be real with yourself and to take responsibility for the things you've done wrong and just I don't know, I feel so free, man. It's a great feeling to be who I am. Even Jon Jones, the fuck up Jon Jones, the great, however you look at me, it's just great to be me, alive, whether you like me or hate me. It's just a great feeling to be relevant. And I'm excited, man, because at the end of the day, when you get to a certain low, the only place you can go is up. And I'm excited to be 30 years old, to have a good team of people around me right now, and to go up. I mean, I think my story is going to really inspire somebody else who has fucked up. It's going to really inspire somebody else to realize that it is not over. Man, if Jon Jones would come back from the shit that he's been through, and ultimately win and be the champion that he's always been capable of being, man, I think it's going to inspire other people. And I'm glad that I'm used. My life can be used as a laughingstock or whatever it may be to ultimately inspire. If it's just one person that continues to fight because of my life, dude, I'm glad to be in this position. So yeah, to answer your question, the promo was honest, and I'm just excited to finish the story. The story's not over. We're not our past. We're not our mistakes. Well, we're what we do with it. And like I said, my hit run was 2 years ago, and I've done a lot of right things since then, and I'm going to continue until people can start to see that I'm here to stay, and I'm here to win and be a dominant champion and try to do things better in the future.
Thanks, Jon. And just for Daniel, kind of same question. What do you think of the promo? And do you think it was too focused on Jon? How did you feel about it overall?
No, I thought they did a fantastic job. You watch some of these other fights, and they don't get that type of detail in the promotion. I thought it was the story as it needed to be told. I think the greatest hook for people is the story of redemption. And if we want people watching the story of redemption, then that was the story that needed to be told. The beauty in this situation is that I get to be the person that doesn't allow for the ultimate redemption. There is redemption in this story. There are things that he has said that is very true. When you have to scrape yourself off the ground, and when you're at your lowest point, you look up to a future that can actually mean something. But the redemption is the fact that he gets to go back and compete. The redemption isn't a championship anymore. That's just the reality. The reality is that he gets another opportunity to be a good citizen, to be a good competitor, and just a good human being in general. You take from that, you learn from all those mistakes, and do that. But the story of redemption is not getting his hand raised in the octagon this weekend. Maybe later, but just not right now.
I mean, listen to who that's coming from. Of course, that wouldn't be the story of redemption in your mind.
And again, could we please just answer these people's question? I'm very quiet when he's talking, but to answer his question now, redemption is getting to do the things that he's getting to do this weekend. Everybody doesn't need the ultimate redemption, but he will get redemption by getting to compete again.
Oh, now it's the ultimate, and then there's regular redemption. Okay, I get it.
But I said the fact that you've actually picked yourself up, if it was that low and gotten yourself back to this point, great on you. But that's his redemption.
Thanks so much, guys.